The videos is longer than my usual videos as of recent. This is 15, but I think you will, if you look at the video, you will be pleasantly surprised. But the eagle represent in my illustration, and some people may not agree, but this is my illustration. My illustration. The eagle represents living life, living, and long suffering. The eagle perch up high till he gets that target that he needs, so he can fulfill his mission or his quest for that day to feed his nest. But the thing about the eagle is that when he goes after his prey, he goes after life. He doesn't go after dead things or things on their last leg. He goes after things that have life, blood, have substance in them. However, the vulture doesn't go after things that have life. The vulture actually goes after things that are half dead, almost dead, or are dead. And the vulture, unlike the eagle, has a crew. He has a gang with him. The eagle's so bad, he goes by himself. And the eagle flies high. He doesn't just fly high, he rides on storms to see through the storm is the objective. While the vulture rides underneath the storm, he rides low and hovers around prey who barely can make it. Don't we have people, individuals, or we have people, don't we have situations, or do we have people, situations, experiences that kind of tantamount to a vulture like mentality, a vulture type environment, a vulture type situation that what it does, it preys off your weakness and it actually attacks you when you're down and you feel almost dead. We need to get away from those situations, those environments, as well as those people who I would say have vulture like mentalities. In the natural world, vultures have their purpose. Everything is needed. But in my illustration, I'm using vulture in a contrast to the eagle. And the eagle per se is something that brings to life. And the vulture brings death, decay, and defeat. Death, decay, and defeat. While the eagle brings life, living, and long suffering. Which one would you choose and who would you allow to feed your chicks? And for my illustration, the chicks are your aspiration, your dreams, which hold your purpose within the goals. Your aspiration and your dreams, which hold your purpose. Who would you allow to come and just pollute you? We often do a lot of that, and we do a lot of things like that unconsciously. We unconsciously allow the media, we unconsciously allow family members, we unconsciously allow friends that have not our best interests in heart. So, can we really call them friends? I don't think so. You can't call them friends, but we often do. Probably because we're lonely. We're not content with who we are, so therefore we find anything to itch that scratch. So, eagles and vultures. The question I pose to everybody: who is feeding your nest? Who's feeding your nest? That is the question. Who is feeding your nest? Well, with that being said, that's my recap. My recap is pretty simple. It's pretty direct, and it's talking about um the food that goes within your mind, which is the things that you see as well as the things that you hear. Those are the those are the avenues in which you feed your mind. That how careless are we in what goes in? Are we are too used by propaganda, or do we use propaganda? Are we programmed by others, or are we the programmer? Well, it's also based on what's your goals, what's your objectives, and what you allow. We all have a program, and generally the program is given to us by the people who have raised us, upbringing. I tend to believe I'm here to argue that we are programmed by our predisposition, which is engineered by our genetic traits, the situations in which we experience prior to the age of knowing, and also situations as well as environment. So all these things, they sculpt us and they develop our identity, our temperament, the identity, and then our personality. But what's you can change things when you find your purpose. Just because you've been programmed doesn't mean that you was meant to inhale all the program and keep it for lifespan. The program is just to sustain you for a certain time. I mean, the program that was given to you by somebody else. There's a lot of things you eat the meat and spit out the bone. I have a video about program, the program that we've been given. Did it probably last year sometime. You'll check it out. So the thing is, you can reprogram. You only can reprogram yourself when you know what you're trying to reprogram yourself for. It gives you a drive like no other. When you have focus and your focus is not fragmented, then you know the program in which you were created to implement within ether, within this time span, and to leave that legacy. So that's my recap. And my recap about who's feeding your nest. Now my update is, wait for it. The update is I'm doing update on. I'm developing things on purpose. I don't really have a clear one right now. Oh no, I have one. It's dealing with seed. I don't have my title established yet. Now I think it's update. The video I'm doing next week will be pretty much polished up one, similar to this week, but much shorter, much shorter. So I encourage you. So that's my update. I don't have the title. When I have the title, then I guess you'll know it, and it'll be up. So that's my update. Now my Q and A. My Q and A is, I don't have a Q and A at this current time because I have to. I give a little time. Anybody want come on for the Q and A. Just jump up right on. I have my links up. So the link's up. So grab onto the link and I'll bring it on. I give it a couple minutes. If not, I will modify. Let me cut this up some. All right. Okay. This is Heroes Journey with Dr. D. I'm coming back on to let you know this is the end of this show. my recap, my update, and my Q&A. And so I really like I I encourage everyone to check out my podcast. It's a Hero's Journey with Dr. D. The podcast, I will update this information, and this information will be added on with my current my current upload of Who's Feeding Your Nest, as along with some other ones. I have probably 90 different types of videos, and so therefore, go check out the podcast and the podcast, The Hero's Journey with Dr. D, the podcast, and check out the videos and give me a like and thumbs up. And that's appreciated because my goal is to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, and to educate, helping individuals get beyond their first move and create a better mindset today. What that means is that I am trying to please help me help you so we can help others. Because by giving me a thumbs up and a like and subscribe and share, what you do is you help me make a better tomorrow today. And my goal actually to build a community, not just for not just for something small, but to grow bigger and holistically and to help people, literally to help people. So when you come on, you actually have access to me. And actually, I'm working on doing a private Facebook group as well as some other things to help individuals become better. And if I can help one person become better, I can make a neighborhood better. I can help a neighborhood better, a community can become better, a city, a state, a nation, and eventually a world. Person by person, if we can help each other, we can help everybody. That's me trying to fulfill my purpose. A hero seeks to become better today than they were yesterday. This is the hero's journey with Dr. D. If you don't remember anything else, remember this. Every day you get vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward, and never move backwards because you are important. You're important, and you have a purpose that needs to be fulfilled. And I don't care how old you are. If you find anything of value, just go ahead and click the like button, click the share button. Oh no, don't click the share button, just share. Like button, share button. Please comment. Give me your take on anything I've stated, and anything you'd like for me to talk about or create videos or content. Uh, and that's appreciated. So this is the hero's journey with Dr. D. Peace and blessings, and we are.